Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about non-homogeneous system of linear equations and how to obtain the solutions of non-homogeneous system of linear equations. As we did in the earlier classes, let us consider a system of m equations in n unknowns as follows. So there are m equations are there, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to m equations, and unknowns are x1, x2, etc. up to xn, n unknowns. And assume that at least one of the constant, that is b1, b2, etc. up to bm, is non-zero. Because if all these constants are zero, then we knew that this system becomes homogeneous system of linear equation. So a system is said to be system of linear equation is said to be non-homogeneous provided at least one of these or all of this, at least one of this or all of this are non-zero. And the solution of this system of m equations is nothing but the common values for x1, x2, etc. up to xn. So any set of values for x1, x2, etc. up to xn satisfying these equations is known as solution of this system of non-homogeneous linear equations. And we know that we can express this system of linear equations in a matrix form. In a matrix form such as Ax equal to B, where A is nothing but coefficients associated with the unknowns, that is A11, A12, etc. up to A1n. Second row is from second equation, A21, A22, etc. up to A2n. And the mth row is AM1, AM2, etc. up to AMN. Remember, there are m rows are there and n unknowns are there, therefore n columns are there. So this is a m cross n matrix which is known as coefficient matrix. And how many unknowns are there or variables? That is x1, x2, etc. up to xn. So there are n unknowns are there. So n rows into one column, and it is denoted by capital X. It is called as variable matrix. And the constant matrix, that is b1, b2, etc. up to bm, because there are m equations are there. So this is a m cross 1 matrix which is known as constant matrix. Now here in the case of non-homogeneous system of equation, we construct one more matrix called as augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is nothing but augmentation of matrix A with B. That means you write down the matrix A and write one extra column. That column is nothing but the column matrix B. So the matrix A together with matrix B as one column gives you augmented matrix A augmented with B. It is denoted by any of these two symbols. So what is augmented matrix? A is to be, write the matrix A and write matrix B as one column, one extra column for matrix A. So this gives you augmented matrix A is to B. The question is how to obtain the solution of non-homogeneous system of linear equation, or when a non-homogeneous system of linear equation as a solution. As in the case of homogeneous system of equation, is that always consistent? Remember, in the case of homogeneous system of equations, these constants are zero. Therefore, x1, x2, etc. up to xn, if you give them 0, left hand side will be equal to right hand side in all the equations. Therefore, 0 is always a solution in the case of homogeneous system of equation. But here, at least one of them is non-zero. So When you give all of them a 0 for x1, x2, etc. up to xn, left hand side will be 0, but right hand side, at least one of them is non-zero. Therefore, 0 is not a trivial, a solution for this homogeneous system of non-homogeneous system of equations. So that's why in this case 0 cannot be a solution. So that means the non-homogeneous system of equations may have solution or may not have solution. And we know that any system of equation is consistent provided it has a solution. So that means non-homogeneous system of linear equations may be consistent or may not be consistent. That is inconsistent. If a solution exists, then non-homogeneous system of linear equation is consistent. If it does not exist, then it may be inconsistent. Now, how to obtain the solution? It's very simple. You consider the augmented matrix. Find the rank of this augmented matrix and also the rank of matrix A. You don't have to write another time because here itself this matrix is matrix A. So you can identify the rank of matrix A as well as rank of matrix A is to B from this itself. You reduce it to echelon form and find the rank of matrix A as well as rank of matrix A is to B using this. If both are equal, then only the system of non-homogeneous system of equations is consistent. So, when a non-homogeneous system of linear equation is consistent, yes, if rank of A is same as rank of augmented matrix A is to B, then only the system will have solution. Suppose if the rank of augmented matrix is R and also rank of the matrix A is also R. Let us assume R. And we know that there are n unknowns are there. If rank of the matrix A and rank of the matrix augmented matrix are same, say R, which is same as number of unknowns. If these two are equal, then the system has unique solution. The system has unique solution. That means it will have only one value, one common value for the unknowns. X, that is x1, x2, etc. up to xn will have unique values. Right? One solution, not necessarily unique. One solution, unique solution. And if rank of the matrix A is same as rank of the augmented matrix R, but this is less than number of unknowns, then the system has infinitely many solutions. So there are two choices are there. Of course, rank cannot be greater than n. Rank will be always less than or equal to n. That's why we are having only two cases. Either rank is equal to n or rank is less than n. If rank is less than n, then the system has infinitely many solutions. Suppose if a rank is less than m, but we know that m is always less than n. So in this case also, the system will have infinitely many solutions, provided the system is consistent. So how to find, what is the working rule for finding the solution of non-homogeneous system of equation? It's very simple. Express the given system into equivalent matrix form. Determine the rank of augmented matrix and matrix A. And using this condition, if rank is equal to number of unknowns, then it will have unique solution. Find the unique solution by using the reduced echelon matrix of this and obtain the solution. If rank is less than number of unknowns, then declare that the system has infinitely many solutions and use the reduced matrix A and B obtained from this step and solve the equation. You'll get the solution. Alright, let us see some examples. Find all the solution of the following system of equations. Remember, In the case of non-homogeneous, yes, of course, this is non-homogeneous because the constants are non-zero. So this is how you have to identify homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Here constants are non-zero. If one of the constant is non-zero, then you can declare that that system is non-homogeneous system of linear equation. All right, we knew that we have to write this one in equivalent matrix form. Write the coefficients. So coefficient of x 2, y 2, z minus 2. Second row 4, 4 minus 1. Third row 6, 6, 2. And write the variable matrix in terms of column. So x, y, z. Because if you multiply this, you should get the old system of equation. See, first row into first column gives you first equation. Right? 2 into x plus 2 into y minus 2 into z equal to 1. Similarly, second, third. And the constant matrix 1, 2, 3. So as usual, we'll call this one as A, and this is our x, and this is our B. Now let us find the rank of A augmented with B. So augment this 1, 2, 3 with this as an extra column. Okay. Now we know how to find the echelon matrix of any matrix. In the echelon matrix, the leading non-zero entry in each row must be 1. And below that 1, we should have only zeros. That is the condition. Now see the first row. In the first row, we are having 2. And we know that we can make this one as 1 by dividing this one by 2. But if you divide now itself, you'll get fraction here. Then it's it's difficult to calculate while reducing the other rows. So we'll divide this one by 2 later. But anyhow, below this non-zero value, we should have only zeros. We'll make this one as 1. And below 1, we should have only zeros. So let's make these two as zeros using row 1 only. How? This is row 2. Row 2 is 4. I have to use row 1 only to make this one as 0. So I'll multiply row 1 by 2. So that 2 into 2 becomes 4. I'll subtract that one with this. That is what I am changing here. Row 2 is changing by 2 times R1 minus R2. So 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 4 becomes 0. So similarly, R3 value is 6. I have to use row 1 only to make this one a 0. So I'll multiply this by 3. So 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 6 becomes 0. So row 3 is changing by 3R1 minus R3. Now apply that. I'm not doing anything for row 1. So I'll keep that one as it is. Now first row. 2 times R1. 2 into 2. 4. 4 minus 4. 0. Next 2 into R1. 2 2s are 4. Minus row 2. 4. 4 minus 4. 0. 2 into minus 2. Minus 4. Minus corresponding R2. Minus into minus becomes plus. So minus 4 plus 1 becomes minus 3. Then 2 1s are 2. Minus 2. So 0. Next row 3. 3 into R1. 3 2s are 6. Minus corresponding R3. 6. 0. 3 2s are 6. Minus 6 gives you 0. Then 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6, minus 2, that gives you minus 8. Then 3 1s are 3, minus 3. 3 minus 3 gives you 0. So we have made entries below this leading non-zero entry as zeros. Now we can divide this by 2 because we are not going to use this row 1 anymore. So I'll divide R1 by 2 or multiply by 1 by 2. So that 1 by 2 into 2 becomes 1. 1 by 2 into 2 becomes 1. 1 by 2 into minus 2 becomes minus 1. 1 into 1 by 2 becomes 1 by 2. Now, in the second row, this is leading non-zero entry. We have to make this one as 1. Since there are no other non-zero entries, I'll divide now itself by minus 3. or multiply by minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 into 0, 0. Minus 1 by 3 into 0, 0. Minus 1 by 3 into minus 3 is 1. And 0 into minus 1 by 3 is 0. So we have made the second row leading non-zero entry as 1. Below this 1, we should have only zeros. And we know that we cannot use row 1 anymore. We have to use only row 2. So I'll multiply this by 8 so that this becomes 8 plus 8 minus 8 gives you 0. So I'll change row 3 by 8 times row 2 plus R3. So I'll keep first two rows as it is. 8 into 0, 0 plus 0, 0. 8 into 0, 0 plus 0, 0. 8 into 1, 8 minus 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 into 0, 0 plus 0, 0. Now we are having a echelon form. Now what is a rank of this augmented matrix? Yes, there are two non-zero rows are there. Therefore, rank of the augmented matrix is 2. Then how to find the rank of the matrix A? Remember, the one before this colon sign, this matrix is matrix A. See, this matrix is matrix A. And we have reduced that one within this itself into echelon form. See, this matrix is echelon matrix, right? This matrix is echelon matrix of A. So how many non-zero rows are there? 1, 2, only 2 non-zero rows are there in matrix A because this is 0 row within this. Therefore, rank of matrix A is also 2. So, rank of augmented matrix is same as rank of matrix A. Therefore, the given system is consistent because it has a solution. And how many solutions are there? Because the rank is less than number of unknowns. Number of unknowns are 3, x, y, z, which is less than 3. This system has infinitely many solutions. How many solutions? Infinitely many solutions are there. Alright, let us find the solution. How? We know that when they have given system of equation, we have written the equivalent matrix form. So this is your matrix A, this is your matrix B. But we have transformed that matrix A and matrix B into equivalent form of this. So in this system, you can replace matrix A by its equivalent matrix and matrix B by its equivalent matrix. So this is our equivalent matrix of A. Let me use that 1, 1, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0 multiplied by x, y, z, and corresponding equivalent matrix for B is 1 by 2, 0, 0. Now multiply them. First row into first column. 1 into x plus 1 into y minus z equal to half. That is our first equation. Second one is 0 into x plus 0 into y plus 1 into z equal to 0. Oh, sorry, this should be z. So this is z equal to 0. Right? And the next row is 0. So if I multiply this by 0, you will get 0. So we are having only two equations. Now let us solve these for x, y, z. Already we have obtained z. So we have to get the value of x and y. Now let us substitute z equal to 0 in this. So you will get x plus y minus 0 equal to half. Send this y to this side, you will get x equal to minus y plus half. Only this much we can do. Now, if you know the value of y, then only we can get the value of x. So let us assume y is some real number k. Right? Y is some real number k. If you assume y is some real number k, then x becomes minus k plus half. Now, we are having solution x equal to minus k plus half, y equal to k, z equal to 0. And there are infinitely many real numbers are there. You can give all of them to k so that you will get infinitely many x, y, and z is always 0. So that gives you infinitely many solutions of the given system of equations. In particular, if k is 0, so this becomes 0, then x equal to half, y equal to 0, z equal to 0. That is one set of solution, which is called as trivial solution. And all other solutions for different values of k are called non-trivial solutions. So in this way, we can obtain the solution of non-homogeneous system of equations. So I had given another example, test for consistency and solve. As usual, we'll write the given system of equations, the matrix form, and we'll obtain the rank of the augmented matrix, right? Obtain the rank of the augmented matrix. Now here, the rank of the augmented matrix, because there are three non-zero rows are there, three non-zero rows, therefore rank of the augmented matrix is 3, and within this colon, this gives a rank of the matrix A. 3 non-zero rows are there for A also, therefore these two are equal, hence the system is consistent and it has a solution. But this is same as number of unknowns, therefore the given system has unique solution. And how to obtain the solution? As usual, consider this reduced system 1 1 1 0 1 3 0 0 1 multiplied by xyz equal to constant, reduced constant matrix. Multiply them 1 into x plus 1 into y plus 1 into z equal to 4, 0 into x plus 1 into y plus 3 into z equal to 7, 0 into x plus 0 into y plus 1 into z equal to 12 by 7. Now already we got the value of z. Substitute back in this, you'll get the value of y. That is 13 by 7. Now we are knowing z and y. Substitute them here, you'll get the x value. So your x value will be 3 by 7. So there is no k because we got the value of x, y, z by direct simplification. So this is the only solution. That's why it is a unique solution. So in this fashion, you can find the unique solution of non-homogeneous system of equations. So I had given another equation, another set of system of equations. You can verify the consistency and you can solve by the same way by finding the rank, right? You can verify whether it is consistent or not and you can find the solution, right? In this case, you're having only two equations and three unknowns. So you have to assume one unknown as k. Let us assume z as k in this equation. Then you'll get from this y, substitute z and y in x. In this equation, you'll get x. This is how you can obtain the solution. And the next problem is find the value of lambda for which the following system has a solution. So already they have given this non-homogeneous system of equation as a solution. How to obtain that solution? For which value of lambda this becomes a consistent system? Let us see. As usual, write the equivalent matrix form. Consider the augmented matrix. Find the rank. As usual, the leading entry should be 1 and below this one you have to make as 0 and leading entry should be 1. We'll make this one as 1 at the end. Below this one we should have only zeros, right? So you can make this one as 0. The leading entry is this. Now straight away we can say this is the echelon form. Of course, you can divide this one from -1 and this becomes 1. But anyhow, that doesn't have any impact on this. Now see, this is the reduced form. Now you know that if this is non-zero, then there are 3 non-zero rows are there in the augmented matrix. Therefore, rank of the augmented matrix becomes 3. But see here, the rank of the matrix A has only 2 non-zero rows This is 0 row. This is your matrix A. So rank of the matrix A becomes 2 and the system becomes inconsistent because it has no solution. These two will be different when this is non-zero. Suppose if this becomes a 0, then this is one non-zero, this is another non-zero row. So rank of the augmented matrix will be 2 and the rank of the matrix A is also 2. Therefore, the system becomes consistent and it will have a solution. And since rank of the augmented matrix and rank of A is 2, which is less than number of unknowns, therefore system has infinitely many solutions. Because they had given in the beginning that this system has a solution, so that is possible only if lambda square plus 3 lambda, minus 3 lambda plus 2 becomes 0. When this becomes a 0, then only this has a solution. So lambda square minus 3 lambda plus 2 equal to 0. You solve this, we'll get lambda equal to 1 and 2. For these values, that is, if you put lambda equal to 1, then this is 1 square plus minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus 2, which becomes 0. So for that value, this system is consistent. That means rank will be augmented matrix and rank of the matrix A will be equal. Therefore, this has a solution. And when lambda equal to 2, that is 2 square, minus 3 into 2 is minus 6, plus 2. 4 plus 2, 6 minus 6 becomes 0. Then in that case also the system has solution. For these two values, the given system is consistent. This is how you have to solve the problem when they ask you to find the value of lambda, depending on the condition. Now I've given some exercise, you work out and write as an assignment. Thank you.